We got Eric in the house. What do you got for me, buddy?
Hey, Rich, how's it going? I like the shirt you're wearing tonight. I
Thank
got
you, sir.
another kind of kill the beta question.
Okay.
I divorced. I've got young kids, and I ended up in a long-term relationship with a girl that lives an hour and a half away. She is
Okay.
a single mom. She's a single mom, and we see each other sometimes. I see her son. Sometimes she visits my kids, and
Mhm.
sometimes we get them all together. But been dating for about 2 years for now, and I'm just wondering kind of how to kill the beta. I've had these like urges that I want to progress the relationship forward
Mhm.
into something more.
Mhm.
And with the distance, I just don't think that's going to happen. So just wondering.
So, I mean, you're probably locked in your school zone with your kids, and she's going to be locked in her school zone with her kids anyway, right?
Yep, no, there's no way that it's gonna work. And our kids are young, so it's
How
not
old are
like
you?
I'm 38,
How old is she?
37.
Do you want to have more kids?
Probably not.
Okay. So, what is the point in you two living together?
There is none. No, it's not. And I know if I logically think about it, I'm like, oh, this is great. We have fun. We do fun things. It's a great relationship.
Mhm.
Question is how, I get every once in a while, I'll get into these kind of trains where I'm like, well, this relationship's not progressing. And I'm like, where does it need to progress to? I mean, is there really a
Yeah, that's just again, that's plugging in. That's just plugging back into the matrix, and believing all the societal lies and narratives. Like, okay, well, you start dating, and then you like each other, and then when it comes to single, parents that have kids, then they start thinking, okay, well, then the next step is let's introduce you to my kids, and then we'll go out with your kids, sort of thing, and then maybe we'll take a vacation together and see how they get along, and then you start thinking, okay, should we maybe get a place together, maybe halfway between where we live right now? And they like you start cooking up all this bullshit. Ask me how I know I dated a single mom, right? So what's wrong with the scenario that you're in? Absolutely nothing. It's actually a pretty good scenario to be in because you don't have to combine your lives. Yeah, I mean, you've got a pretty good reason to maintain your household. She stays at hers. You date, you have your fun. You don't want to have any more kids anyway. So what's the point in moving in together? Like, do you want to raise some other dude's kids? She's not going to want to raise, some other woman's kids. She's going to want authority over them, but she's not going to want any kind of responsibility to them. Did you read my book? I talk about those details about dating a single mom.
Yeah. I was dating her before I read your book,
Yeah.
as
How did
I
that hit you, by the way? Like when you went through that chapter about, the truth about dating single moms?
yeah, it was just you hit the I mean, even what you're talking about right now just
Yeah.
hits the nail right on the head. I mean, it's exactly on point.
Eric, I had a conversation with my lawyer a couple of years ago. We had lunch and, we're shooting the shit. And like in Toronto, we've got the East End and the West End, and he lives in one of the ends. And, he was saying that his girlfriend lives in the other end. And I said to him, so what do you think life's going to look like for you going forward? And I've just resigned myself to the fact that I'm going to be a lifelong bachelor. He goes, I've seen enough and I've done enough. He goes, I'm not having any more kids. I'm too old for that. I don't see any benefit whatsoever. There's no upside to me blending my life with another woman's life, even if she's better off than I am, which is generally not going to happen because women tend to date across and up on the socioeconomic scale. So generally she's getting the better guy and he's generally dating down, and she is often taken care of by the ex-husband. Money and resources and child support flows to sort of equalize things. But he just looked at it like, I think I'm just going to be a lifelong bachelor. Like there's no benefit to me whatsoever to blending my life with some other woman and complicating things and intertwining them. Because if you have to untie that knot for whatever reason, it's just easier to say, see ya, I'm out. Peace. Bye, Felicia.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I guess the challenge is I grew up in a household. My parents are very much in love still, and
Mhm.
they're in their mid 70s and enjoying life together. And I that's my model for a marriage. And I'm just in a different place right now. And
Yeah. Like, look, man, like how long ago did you get divorced?
3 years ago,
How old are your kids?
8 and 7.
Yeah. Focus on your kids, man, because like you've got maybe till they're 12 ish, before they start not being that interested in you. Right now, they're like, that's a great age that they're your best buds. You can do stuff with them on a regular basis. Don't put a lot of focus on women or dating or anything to do with your kids. Like, invest your time and resources in what matters, and that's in your own lineage, not some other dude's lineage. Take care of that. Like, see how everything sits with you over that time, And if you want to change anything in the future, at least do it from an informed position where it's like, you know, you really know what this chick's made of, you know, sort of thing. How long you been dating her?
Like 2 years.
She have any red flags from my red flag chapter?
Besides single mom, not really.
Okay. Well, I mean, I talked about the one condition in the single mom chapter where I said it might make sense. Is that something that would apply to you?
I mean, she has a younger son, so it does, and I have a daughter, so it somewhat applies.
Yeah, but that's a risk factor, though. She
Yeah,
has a son,
that's
you
what I'm
have a
saying. It's a
daughter.
risk factor. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's really not a lot of benefit, dude. Like I would just carry on doing what you're doing. If you want to keep seeing her, she's cool. You know, you guys have a good time, then do it. But why do you want to complicate that unnecessarily?
No,
Things are not going to get better.
Yeah, I don't want to complicate it. I know, and that was kind of one of the reasons, you know, I'm going into the relationship, and you know, she lives an hour and a half away. I mean, I was like, do we
That's
want
a bit
to
of a trek. That's
Yeah.
like my rule when I'm dating is like 20 minutes. That's it. Like
Yeah.
I'm not driving more than 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, there's there's desire on both sides. If you make, you know, you have to make that drive round trip. You know, it's
It's 90 minutes each way.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 hours of driving to go out and see her and then come back if you know you're not spending the night.
Yeah, it's mostly overnight stuff. It's only, I mean, it's the weekends we don't have our kids most of the time. So
Okay. Everything's good otherwise. Self-care, you know, money's right. Like you got
yeah,
yourself
money's
squared
right.
away,
I've been, you know,
multimillionaire.
No, not yet. But I have a good job, and I work hard. I work out. I mean, things are good. I have a great relationship with my kids, and I put that's my number one priority. You know, I just, you know, I struggle with the loss of not my ex-wife, just the family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a beta for family, so for sure, and I'm trying to unplug from that a little bit as well.
Nothing wrong with family.
Family's
a wonderful thing. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with family. Family, you know, family's a wonderful thing, but it's not the end all be all.
Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, look, I get it, but I mean, like, even if you were to replace your ex-wife with the new girlfriend, you fully know that it's not even going to be close, and on a balance of probabilities, the chances of things ending up the way that your marriage ended up are more likely than things going very well.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like
girlfriends over wives for sure.
Girlfriends are better than wives. So why would you want to turn a girlfriend into a wife, basically? Because as soon as you live together, that's the way the government views things.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it, Rich.
All right, man.
As always, your advice is spot on.
Thanks, buddy. Take care. Hey, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that short clip. If you did, consider supporting the creation of content by checking out my supplement line. Pinned in the top comment below of this video in the comments, there's a link to the unpluggedalpha.com/shop. When you click through, you'll be able to land over here, and the entire lineup is broken down by category that it performs best in: estrogen metabolism, fat burning, your foundational essentials for health, immune health, performance, and testosterone support. If you check out with coupon code ALPHA10, you'll get 10% off on your first order. There's also the option to use the subscribe and save model, where regular shipments will be sent over to you on a regular basis, and that gives you a little bit of a discount, and your supplement facts are always broken down over here. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have an awesome day. And again, check out that link. It's pinned in the top comment below in this video. Peace out.